Thank you very much for your trust in Challenge Peguera Mallorca 2024. From the team of volunteers and organisation, we will do everything possible so that the event meets your expectations. I hope you achieve your goals and spend some unforgettable days in Peguera, Calvia, Mallorca. I introduce myself. I am CPM, the Artificial Intelligence Assistant who speaks and translates this briefing. The organisation has prepared the text with the latest news and information of greatest interest about the race. My role is to voice it and translate it into different languages so that all the people who participate have easy access to the information. Throughout this video briefing, we will analyse the most important aspects of the race. If after this briefing you have any questions, you can write to us at this email, eventsize@calvia.com, and we will resolve them quickly. Also remember that you can find this information in the Athlete Guide, which we sent you by email and which you also have posted on the event website. Race zones. On this map, you can see the determining areas of Challenge Peguera Mallorca. All the important triathlon zones are very close, so trips will be short. At point number 1, we find the registration, expo, and finish area. This will be where you will register to pick up your race kit, where you can purchase products you need for the race, and where you will arrive once you have completed the circuits. It is located in the Plaza de Torà. Swimming sector. 100 meters from the previous area, we find Torà Beach, where the swimming start and also the finish will take place. Transition 1 and 2. It is located 150 meters from the swimming finish in a walk and sand area. Post-finish line and recovery area. Here, we will have everything you need for you to recover after the race. It is located in the field adjacent to Plaza de Torà. It is only possible to access it by passing the finish arch. In addition to supplies and a rest area, we will have a field hospital, massages, etc. Shower area. It is the furthest area, 500 m from the finish line, in the Peguera Municipal Swimming Pool. There you can shower once the race is over. Schedules that you should take into account. Registration, Thursday, from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. and Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Bike check-in, Friday from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. As for Saturday schedules, they are as follows. Transition opens at 7 a.m. until 8:30 a.m. At 8:45 a.m. the call room on Torà Beach opens. The start of race is set at 9 a.m. Bike checkout will take place between 3:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. The awards ceremony is scheduled for 7 p.m. Order of start. At 9 o'clock, the male proers come out with red swim caps. At 9:03, the female proers come out with orange swim caps. At 9:07, the male age groups from 18 to 34 years old with yellow swim caps leave. At 9:10, the male age groups from 35 to 39 years old with white swim caps leave. At 9:13, the male age groups from 40 to 44 years old with light blue swim caps leave. The age groups from 45 to 49 years old, male, leave at 9:16 with an orange cap. The 50-plus male age groups leave at 9:19 with yellow swim caps. At 9:22, the female age groups leave, wearing red caps. At 9:25, the relay teams leave, wearing white swim caps. Race cut-off times. These times are calculated based on the last swim start. They are affordable cuts. 95% of participating people manage to comply with them. Swimming. The cut-off time is set at 10:35 a.m., that is 1 hour and 10 minutes from the last start. Cycling. In this segment, we have 2 cut-off times, one at 2:15 p.m. at kilometer 62 and the other at 3:15 p.m. at the entrance to T2, kilometer 90. Running race. The race closes at 6:10 p.m. Remember, if you do not manage to reach the points within these times, you will not be able to continue the race. Important. At the registration area, finish line, you will receive the necessary kit to participate in the race. Among other materials, you will find the following: bib number, swim cap, stickers, tattoo, and transition bags. In order to receive the kit at registration, you must show your identification document, the QR of your registration and your federated license, in case you have marked that you are a member when registering. You will not be able to pick up another participant's race kit. If you are part of a relay team, you must come together to collect the material. The registration and material collection times are these: Thursday, October 17th, from 3 to 8 p.m. and Friday, October 18th, from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Placement of BIBE number, chip, tattoo, and stickers. Here, you can see where you must place each of the kit elements to be able to participate in the race. You will also find this chart in the athlete guide. Remember, we will deliver the chip to you in transition on Friday, October 18th, from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. during the bike check-in. Important: the race tattoo must be placed on your left arm. Please remember, the timing chip will be provided at the transition area during the bike check-in on Friday, the 18th of October, from 16 o'clock to 21 o'clock. Transition bags. When you register, you will receive 3 transition bags. Don't forget to identify your transition bags by putting in each of them, inside the transparent pocket, the cards you received in your race kit with your race bib number dot below. We explain what each of them should contain. Red bag, cycling. In it, you must include the helmet, bib number, sunglasses, socks, bike shoes, food and water, or isotonic bottles. In the transition area, you must place the bag in the place marked for your bib number. Blue bag, run. This includes the material you will need for the running race, such as shoes, food, sunglasses, visor, socks. In the transition area, you must place the bag in the place marked for your bib number. Remember where you have placed your bags so that when you arrive at transition on race day, you can quickly identify them. Green bag, streetwear. In it, you must include the materials and clothing that you will need when you finish your race, hygiene products, change of clothes, etc. You must leave this bag on race day between 7:30 and 8:30 a.m. right next to the entrance door to the transition. There will be volunteers to pick it up. When you finish your race, you will have the bag ready in the post-finish area. Bike check-in. On Friday the 18th between 4 and 9 p.m., you must put your bike in the transition area. Before doing so, you must have registered, since to access the transition, we will ask for your bib number and bracelet. In addition to your bike, you must leave the red and blue bags with the materials. During the bike check-in, you will receive the race chip. Access to transition on race day. On Saturday, you will be able to access the transition area from 7:30 a.m. by showing your bracelet and bib number. There, you can add materials to your bags, check your bike, etc. We recommend that you check all the bags to verify that you have all the material to use in the competition. It is allowed to bring your own inflator, although you must leave it in a delimited area, duly identified with one of the stickers that you will receive at registration. We will have a mechanical service in the area until the start of the race. Organization of the starts. Starting at 8 hours and 45 minutes, the call room will begin. The officers will group the starts in an orderly manner, taking into account the established times and the colors of the swim caps corresponding to each wave of start. With the challenge music, the competition will begin according to the indicated times, with the first pro men start at 9 a.m. Circuits. In Challenge Peguera Mallorca, you face challenging, fun, hard and technical circuits in some places. It is a triathlon that faithfully reflects what it means to compete in Mallorca. The race begins with the swimming race, 1,900 meters in a 2-lap circuit with start and arrival at Tora Beach. The 90 kilometers cycling circuit is divided into 2 45 kilometers laps. The run race takes place entirely in the center of Peguera and is divided into 4 laps of 5 kilometers and 150 meters, plus a connecting section of 497 meters. Swimming circuit. Since last year, we have a new layout, a 2-lap course with an intermediate exit from the water which ensures greater control of the circuit, a reduction in swimming meters in open water, better vision for spectators, and more spectacularity of the race. The swim course consists of 2 segments of 950 meters each. After the first segment, athletes will exit onto the sand before re-entering the water to begin the second segment. The course will be marked with buoys. A detailed explanation of the route will be provided before the start. Important. We recommend that you warm up before starting swimming. Remember that this is the segment of the triathlon in which the most health incidents occur. If you are not feeling well, need assistance, or your nerves do not allow you to start the race in optimal conditions, contact the organization and we will help you. Here you have the video graphic of the swim with the exit area, turn at the first buoys, exit from the water and entry again. Then begin the second sector to exit back into the sand and head to the transition. Transition 1. After swimming, you will travel about 150 meters along the sand of the beach to reach the entrance to the transition zone. There, you will find the tents where you will have your red bag, the cycling bag, with the helmet and the rest of the material that you will need in that segment. Get changed and put all the material you have used in swimming in that bag. Then place the bag back on the hanger corresponding to your number and go to the rack where your bicycle is. Pick it up and take it to the riding area in the transition exit. Important, when you enter the transition area, you should look for your tent. There will be 3, male, female, and relay team. There you will find your bags. Remember to memorize well which is your tent and where your bags are hanging when you go to bike check-in. This way you will avoid problems finding them on race day. Cycling circuit. You exit the transition and pass the mounting line where you will find a marshal. From there, you can get on the bike and start the route. 2 laps of 44.7 kilometers each await you on a challenging and technical circuit in the first 15 kilometers between the areas of Peguera and Calvia. Then the route becomes winding and fast with flat areas, accompanied by some steep slopes with a subsequent increase in speed. During the circuit, you will have 4 aid stations, the first at kilometer 9, the second at 40.3, the third at 53.4, and the fourth at 84.7. Important, if for any reason you must withdraw from this circuit, remember that you must inform the organization. If we have to pick up your bike, we will leave it again in the transition area, where you can pick it up during bike checkout. Circuit signage. We will mark the bike route at least 2 days before the event. We will use signs with a red background and white arrows. Importantly, you can download the track of the circuit on your GPS device and train it the days before the event, always respecting traffic regulations, especially at the points where you will go in the opposite direction in the race. Bike aid stations. In each bike aid station, you will find the following products in this order: water, isotonic, cola, banana, bars, and gels. It is important that you keep in mind that at the aid stations there will be delimited and marked areas to throw away waste. Remember that you must respect these signs and throw your waste in those areas. The regulations are strict in this area. Drafting. In middle distance events, it is not allowed. There must be 12 meters between bikes measured from the front wheels of both. The penalty for this infraction can be between cyclists and with respect to motorcycles authorized on the circuit. The maximum time to overtake is 25 seconds, counted from the beginning of the maneuver and entry into the athlete's zone. The moment they pass you, you become a triathlete in the drafting zone, so you must leave the regulatory 12 meters with the cyclist who has passed you before starting, if you wish, a new overtaking maneuver. During the cycling segment, officials can show 2 types of cards: blue to sanction drafting and yellow for other circumstances, basically blocking or throwing waste in an unauthorized area. In the case of receiving a blue card, you must stop for 5 minutes in the next penalty box. The penalty box tent will be located at the beginning of the second lap and before the entrance to T2. If you have been sanctioned before reaching the penalty box, you must stop when you get there and serve the corresponding sanction. You cannot delay your stop in the penalty box for the second round if the penalty was during the first lap. If you receive a yellow card, you must serve a 30-second penalty in the penalty box. There will be a marshal to whom you must indicate the sanction that you must comply with, so that he takes into account the stop time. Finally, remember that the accumulation of 3 blue cards means disqualification. 3 penalties for drafting also mean disqualification. Bike mechanical service. The VAS Bicycle Shop will be in charge of carrying out the mechanical service in this race. You can find them in the fair area the Thursday and Friday before the race. On Saturday, they will be in the transition area from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Then they will go to the cycling circuit, penalty box area, start of the second round, where they will be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Here you can see the mechanical service schedules. Transition 2. Get off your bike before reaching the dismounting line and go with it to the rack where your bib number is. Leave the bike hanging and arrive at the tent area, where you will find your blue bag with the running materials. Once changed, collect the material you have used during cycling, put it in the blue bag and place it in the same place where you collected it, that of your bib number. Afterwards, you can exit T2 to the run circuit. In the transition zone, there are 3 different changing zones, 1 for women, 1 for men, and 1 for relay teams. Run circuit. You leave the transition and run the 497m link between T2 and the run circuit. You pass next to the finish arch to begin the first of the 4 laps of 5,150 meters that run between Peguera Boulevard and the Palmyra Beach Promenade. The route combines different types of pavement, walk, cobblestone, etc. It is a circuit of medium difficulty, beautiful, and with a great atmosphere. The route will be signposted with road markings, turns and U-turns, etc. You can download the track in the Athlete Guide or in the Circuit section on the website. Aid stations on Run Circuit. You will have aid stations every 2.5 kilometers. In all of them you will find the following products: water, banana, bars, cola and isotonic. Entry to the finish line and completion of the race. On the last lap of the run, you will choose the path to the finish arch. Once you cross it, we will give you the finisher medal, and we will direct you to the post-finish area, located about 60 meters from the finish line. There you can rest, recover, get a massage, drink, and eat whatever you want. We will also have a first aid tent. Remember that only people participating in the race have access to this area. Check out of bike and bags. On Saturday the 19th, from 3:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the transition area, you can collect your bike and the blue and red bags. In order to do so, you must show your race number and your bracelet, in addition to returning the timing chip that you have used. Important, if you do not return the chip, you must make a payment of €50. Challenge Peguera Mallorca is part of the official calendar of the Spanish Triathlon Federation, FETRI. The procedure for submitting protests will follow the guidelines outlined in the Federation's regulations, specifically in Section 12. You can review these regulations on the FETRI website. The race referee will be available at the finish line to address any issues or disputes. The competition jury in charge of resolving claims will be composed of technical delegate, FETRI representative, and FETRIB representative. Timing and results. Elitechip is the company in charge of timing and publishing race results. It is a local company that carries out international sporting events on the islands. We will have MyLapse technology and championship model chips. The results will be published in the Elitechip app and on the official website of the event. You will be able to follow live tracking, passing through checkpoints, and track other athletes. Awards and awards ceremony. The first 3 classified in each age group of Challenge Peguera Mallorca have a trophy. The first 6 in the Pro category have a trophy and financial prize. Importantly, the prizes will be awarded at the ceremony that will take place at 7 p.m. on Saturday, October 19th at the finish line of Challenge Peguera Mallorca. We ask you to check if you have won a prize, as the only opportunity to collect it will be during the ceremony. You can check the different awards and categories on our website. Health services in race. We will have different assistants and health teams on each of the circuits and in the start and finish areas. The company that will coordinate these services is Falk. We will also have the assistance of Civil Protection from Calvia. If at any time you need to use these services, you can contact anyone in the organization. Weather forecast. This forecast is based on data available as of Wednesday, October 16th. On Saturday, October 19th, partly cloudy skies are expected, with no rainfall anticipated. Temperatures will range between 17 and 20 degrees Celsius. Wind speeds are projected to range between 16 and 19 kilometers per hour. In the digital magazine, Insider's Guide, you can access all the information about how to enjoy the race as a spectator, the parallel activities, attractions that you can visit in Calvia, information about the place, gastronomy, etc. This publication is ideal to get the most out of the event. Sustainable Development Goals. The celebration of this race is very important for the area. It serves to associate it with competition and training at any time of the year. In addition, it generates an important associated economic impact. We work so that the project has a positive impact on the community, and among others, we develop the following actions. We use biodegradable materials in the production of key elements, such as trophies, medals, chips, t-shirts, or race bags. We use Kilometre Zero and local products at the finish line. We encourage the race through local groups. We are committed to using containers for more than one use in all aid stations. We have companies, clubs, and local entities in the organization. We donate part of the proceeds to entities that work for community development. We promote commercial revitalization and restoration through programs such as Pasta Party Itinerante. May your step through Calvia only leave the mark of your great experience. We ask that you be responsible in the use of resources, that you respect the environment, that the waste you generate ends up in the appropriate deposits, and in general, that you enjoy this race to the fullest without leaving any trace other than your smile on the photographs and a great mark in the classification. And that is it for the briefing. If you need to clarify any questions, you can write to us at eventsuse@calvia.com or come see us at the registration area and we will assist you quickly. On behalf of all the people who are part of Challenge Peguera Mallorca, good luck! We wish to see you achieve your goal and enjoy your smile at the finish line. Come on!